Africa is a continent full of beauty. Its beauty can be seen through its places and its people. Welcome to the Amazing People of Africa series, where we take a look at some of the indigenous people of Africa. We'll be looking at their lifestyle, culture, and getting to learn about life through their knowledge and experiences. Before we start, please take the time to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, I'm sure many of you have come across the trailer of the movie Woman King. Woman King is an upcoming American historical epic film about an all-female warrior unit who protected the African kingdom of Dahomey in the 19th century. But it's just not a film, it's a look at our past. The Dahomey Amazons were an all-female military of the kingdom of Dahomey, which is now present-day Benin. They were also known as Mino or our mothers. At that time, the male population in Benin was hit hard, with many men facing casualties and death in frequent wars with their neighbors. The lack of men likely led the kings of Dahomey to recruit women into the army. So how did this mighty and fearless army come to be? Well, some say the third king of the Dahomey kingdom originated the group as elephant hunters called the Beto. Another account claimed that his daughter, Queen Hangbe, who ruled from 1708 to 1711, established a group of female royal bodyguards for herself. Her brother later then used them to defeat neighboring kingdoms in 1727. So let's look at the lives of a Dahomey Amazon warrior. Some enrolled as young as 8 years old. Some women in the Fon society became soldiers voluntarily, while others were involuntarily enrolled if their husbands or fathers complained to the king about their bad behavior. If you joined the Dahomey, there's a lot you had to sacrifice. First of all, you would not be able to have children or to be married. Well, that's not entirely true, as Dahomey female soldiers were formally married to the king, but he never actually had relations with any of them, so that marriage left them celibate. One also had to be very disciplined. They trained with intense physical exercises and learned indifference to pain and death. The women's army had 3 main wings: the right, the left wing, and the elite center wing, and all of them were well trained in working with weapons. By the mid-19th century, they numbered between 1,000 and 6,000 women. So what did they gain from joining the military? Well, becoming a Mino was an avenue for many women to obtain what they didn't have in their previous life: wealth, status, and influence. The Dahomey went on to conquer their neighbors. In fact, after Dahomey's conquest of the coast, slave trade immediately fell from 15,000 slaves in the 1720s to less than 9,000 in the 1750s. They also participated in one major battle against the French, where thousands of Dahomey charged the French lines and engaged the defenders in hand-to-hand combat. The Dahomey were disbanded when the kingdom became a French protectorate. Oral tradition states that some surviving women secretly remained in Dahomey, where they quietly assassinated some French officers. According to a historian who traced the lives of almost 24 Dahomeans, all the women displayed difficulty adjusting to life as retired warriors, often struggling to find new roles in their communities that gave them a sense of pride comparable to their former lives. These days, we see our African history and culture dominating the Western entertainment scene. The Dahomey women warriors have popped up in recent movies like Lovecraft Country, Black Panther, and now The Woman King. This just goes to show how much we as a continent have to offer. Recently, the president of Benin, Patrice Talon, unveiled 3 monuments in the capital city of Cotonou to remind their citizens to celebrate their beautiful history, and the statue of a Dahomey warrior was one of them. The statue stands at 30 meters high and has a metallic structure with a bronze envelope. What are your thoughts about today's video and these majestic women warriors? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell. If you've enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to watch our other videos which celebrate our Mama Africa. We have the Mysteries of Africa series and the Amazing People of Africa series. It's been me, Linda from Tuna Travel. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Until the next video, stay safe and I'll see you then. And remember, Africa is watching.